Merry Christmas! In today's video, I am making this beautiful Christmas dress. She's fluffy, she's layered, and she's interesting. Now, in order to make this dress, I used the materials that I had on hand. I did not spend any money on making this dress, just a lot of time. So without further ado, let's get into making this dress. I hand drafted my own bodice and waistband pieces off of my dress form. Using those pieces, I am laying them on my main fabric, which is white and red striped. I pin them in place and cut them out. I am using a simplicity skirt pattern for the skirt. I am going to cut 4. Now I need to cut 9 ruffle pieces. I'm using a simplicity pattern for that as well, although the ruffles can be eye measured. Now I repeat everything on my secondary and lining fabric. Onto the sewing machine, I am sewing the bodice pieces together. Once sewn, I am laying them out and matching the pieces together. Before I sew, I'm trying them on the dress form to make sure my measurements are correct. Then I sew the pieces together. After matching up the lining and outer fabric together, right sides together, I pin them and sew them along the top. Now I cut the corners and notch the curves before I turn it right side out. Moving on to the skirt, I ruffle and pin the skirt pieces inside of the waistband and sew them on. I repeat this process with the lining fabric. It's time now to add the ruffles onto the skirts. I am layering the red and striped fabrics for a pop of color and extra fluffiness. Now all of the pieces for the dress are for the most part done. I got all of the ruffles ruffled and sewed on. It took me an entire day to do that. The chest ruffle here is just pinned in place, so I need to sew this on. I will be sewing as close to the edge as I can to give it this ruffled effect without seeing the finished edge. Now I don't have any footage of me putting the ruffle on the chest piece, but it is now time to sew it on. Once the ruffle is sewn on, I will then be sewing the bodice to the skirt, adding a zipper in the back and closing it up, and then she's done. Now the dress is done, but she's missing 2 things. One would be extra long, super flowy sleeves, but I just did not have enough fabric to do that. And number 2, a ribbon around the waist with a bow in the front and tying in a bow in the back. Now I just have some finishing futzing around to do with the dress. And then I'm going to get dressed and we are going to go ahead to see the Christmas lights. Well, she is done, and there are so many ruffles. Very poofy. Now this dress did turn out to be shorter than I was hoping for, but I did not have enough fabric to do what I wanted to do, which was a very long version of this. Now this is a thing that I would not normally wear, but it is very cute. I like all of the layers. I have no bad things to say. It all turned out exactly as I was expecting it to turn out. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I made this Christmas dress. Today is Christmas Day, so I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you feel like sticking around and want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. I do my best to post at least once a week. But now I'm going to go cuddle up and watch a Christmas movie, and I'll see you in the next one.